Hey.
If you think I learned Spanish, I could pull Latina.
I don't know. Maybe.
So what do you rate yourself from 1 to 10?
I remember that. Oh my god, I remember that. That's so crazy. What did I say? Like a 6 or 7?
You didn't give yourself...
5?
No. I think you give yourself a 7. Or a 6.
I think it was like a 5.
Oh yeah, I think you gave something low because I was like, that's crazy. I genuinely thought that was crazy. Alright, start off with how this all started. I'm gonna preface this before even how we met. I was about to graduate college, summer of 2023, I think, or 2022, doesn't matter. And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to enter the real world. Even though I entered the real world like 4 years ago. But I really feel like I was entering the real world now because I'm like, oh shit, I don't got no excuse. I'm done with school. So I was like, let me get my life together. And I was a little fat ass. So I was like, I'm gonna start working out. So there's a whole transformation I did from like 165 to like 140. And I looked like in the best shape of my life. And aside from working out, I was like, man, I need to get a job too. But the whole time I'm thinking I want to do YouTube. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get a real job, nothing with my major, which was marketing. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just apply to bullshit ass jobs. I applied to Costco. I didn't really want to work at Costco. I didn't really want to work any job, to be honest. But then one day Costco hits me up. They're like, hey, you want to come in for an interview? I was like, all right, I guess. Why not? And I come in for the interview. And they hired me. It was the only interview I took. But I think they didn't have their orientation for like a month. Oh no, they had an orientation. But I told them I couldn't make it. Because I was going to the mountains that weekend or something. And I'm like, fuck the job. I'll go to the mountains instead. I'm not missing this. So I didn't go to the orientation. So there wasn't another orientation until the next month, which was January. So I started in January of 2023. So that was summer 2022. So yeah, from January 2023, I was working, and bro, these are some miserable months. I feel like my Costco or the Costco's in the Northwest has it the worst. Because bro, we're pushing carts out there.
I wouldn't say the worst.
Okay,
you consider of the people that have to deal with the desert.
Oh yeah, never mind. But all I know, bro, was there was one time I was working on a shift, and we're pushing these carts. Anybody who works at Costco knows when you first start, they send your ass outside, or they making you do cashier assistant. And I never thought cashiers have assistants, but I guess that's a thing. But either ways, I didn't like doing cashier assistants, so I would be outside pushing carts. And one day it was so cold, like I can deal with cold. I like cold, but this day it was raining cold, and my hands were frozen. They were fucking frozen.
Oh.
So, and I needed to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, and I couldn't unbuckle my pants because my hands were fucking frozen. I couldn't move it. So I was about to piss my pants, and that day I knew this shit ain't for me, man. But I thugged it through, and then around March 29th, this girl walked not into my life, but into Costco's, right? And she was stunning. I was like, damn, who is this fine ass Latina? You know? And she was just walking around with this little Asian boy that was training her. They could have picked me, instead they want to pick this other guy. But it makes sense because that guy's way more friendly than me. And a little bit too friendly if you ask me. No hate. But yeah, he was just training her outside, pushing carts. And the whole time I'm just, walking back and forth, checking her out. And then eventually we come across path and I'm like, hey, what's up? My name is Lee. And she's like, my name is Sawaylee. And I'm like, so what? She's like, Sawaylee. I couldn't pronounce it, bro. So she's like, just call me Sue. And man, in my head, I was like, fuck, I butchered this shit. Like, she don't like me, man. I can just tell. Just a little asshole. So I just went, like, I thought that was the end of it. I was like, all right, check her off the list. She ain't gonna be the one.
Oh wow, that was quick. Oh, sorry guys.
But then we go to our little break area where people drink water and shit. And people love drinking water when they're pushing carts because like
Hydrated.
Gotta stay hydrated. And then we just happened to be drinking water at the same time. But it was like a whole group. It's like, for some reason, it felt like 6-7 people out there. It's never that many people out there, but for some reason that time there was. And I was just making the whole group laugh, because they were measuring heights and shit. And I think they were measuring mine. Was that what was happening? And I'm like, yeah, nah. I don't know what was going on. I was like, I'm taller than whatever I am. And I was just making the whole group laugh. And I was just hoping that she would see it, like, yeah, I'm funny like that. but I'm acting like I'm not seeing her, I just acting with the rest of the group. But the whole time I really wanted to make her laugh, riz her up. But yeah, there it goes that day. That's all I remember from that day. That was the first day we met. That was the only interaction we had, was her saying Sue or whatever. Then, I don't know, a few days later, I think we had it. Oh yeah, a few days later, I'm coming out of lunch or my break, and I'm about to push carts again. A supervisor comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, do you know Sawaylee?" And it's like, I'm looking for her. Like, I'm like, yeah, I know. And she's like, you know where she is? I'm like, I don't know. I just got out here. It's like, oh, you know what she looks like? Because you were new, so he didn't know who you were. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, damn, do I know like what she looks like? She looks like the finest Latina on this world. Like,
You're so sweet.
But I couldn't say that to her. But he was low key like, chill. So I'm like, should I say it to him? Like, should I say what I really think? But I'm like, nah, fuck these guys. These guys are snitches, man. Like, I didn't trust them at that time because they be playing corporate. And I don't know why. It's fucking, what is it? A warehouse. I know they have corporate, like, ways, but, like, it's really not that deep, bro. We're at a warehouse at the end of the day. But whatever. So I didn't tell him that. I said, yeah, she's like this, like, this height, Latina. Yeah, you'll recognize her. And yeah, that's all I said. And I went out to go push carts. And then once I was out there, I was like, oh, I come across you in my area. I was like, oh, yeah, this is the perfect time to approach her, And I was like, oh, yeah, this supervisor's looking for you. Whatever. And then that's when I start asking those questions. I'm like, hey, what do you rate yourself? Because for some reason you didn't leave right away, even though I said a supervisor was looking for you. You just stayed there, and we just kept talking for a little bit. And I was like, what do you rate yourself? She's like, 5, 6. I don't know what it was, but I knew it was too damn low because I was shocked. I was like, what do you? And I was genuinely shocked. I'm like, you really think of yourself that way? And knowing her now, she definitely thought of herself that way. I don't know why.
Oh.
But I thought she was just playing around. Like, she just wanted me to riz her up,
No.
And then I was like, Well, if you think I learned Spanish, you think I could pull a Latina? And that's how that went. And then she went off to go look for the supervisor or whatever. And I think that was our only interaction from there. Then, fast forward, another few days,
Like
I pull
a
up.
week.
I pull up to work, and I just barely got there. And I'm just like doing my stretches or whatever. I'm just getting ready to push some carts. I'm outside next to the water thing again. And she walks up, because I guess she's already been working. Her shift already started. And then she hands me this walkie. I'm like, she wants me. That's even though all she did was hand me a walkie. But I'm like, man, she came up to me, man, like I just started. And she already came up to me and handed me the walkie. That was crazy. So I was thinking she wants me. She wants me. She really wants me. And that was the day that started it all, man. That was the day that started it all. After that, we were pushing carts together, giggling, jiggling, and then it started raining. It was raining real bad. And we were, I think we were under the front entrance where there's a loading area for all the heavy stuff whenever customers buy heavy stuff. And we were just talking right there. I remember leaning my head against the wall like this. So, I don't even know what we were talking about. But I was just trying to raise her up. And then there was one time where I was so nervous, and we have this little cart. It helps elevate any heavy items like couches. You just pump it a bunch of times and then it lifts up. So I was leaning on the cart. And I was shaking back and forth. And she's like, stop shaking, you're making me anxious. I'm like, damn, bro. A little demanding much. But it kind of turned me on because I'm like, I like them spicy Latinas, you know?
Hey.
I like them toxic ones.
No, I'm not toxic.
Oh, y'all will see.
No.
It's just the beginning. They're gonna see. We're now in a together relationship, guys. 3-way. Me, you,
Three-way.
you.
Oh, I was so confused. I was like, who's the third person?
But yeah, we're talking all that night, and we worked till the closing. And closing's like 10 o'clock or whatever. So it was pitch black. It was raining. And she felt cold. So me being a gentleman that I am, I had a sweater in my trunk. And of course I had to leave a little stench to it, leave my smell behind. Because that trunk kind of smelled.
Yeah, a little stench of ass.
And I gave her my hoodie. I had to flex my car at the same time. But yeah. And then I think around 9 o'clock, you finish pushing the carts in and they send your ass inside. Instead of sending your ass home, they send your ass inside to fold some clothes. I'm like, damn. All right, whatever. Usually I get pissed about doing this, but this time I'm like, I don't care. More time with her. So we're just hanging out. And then I think we go into the break room and we're just chilling up there for a little bit. And then she gets to leave early because she was a student at the time. So she got to clock out early. And before she left, she's like, what's your number? And I was like, got her ass. It's raps, ladies and gentlemen. W's in the chat. W's. I said 503 www. It was over from there, and I won. And yeah, that's how we met. That was a long story.
It was a great story. I loved it.
Was it?
Yes, I love
Was
it.
it pretty accurate? I would say it's like,
It was very accurate,
I'll
yes.
say 90% accurate.
90%. Yep, that's true.
You can add on to whatever.
I don't want to add on every single detail. There's a lot of details, a lot of toxic details about this whole story. I won't add
You
everything.
won't get into those.
No. Did you just spit that? We won't add those toxic traits, but we'll just leave them be. We'll keep them hidden secrets for the future.
Not secrets. They will all be unfolded.
No,
This
no.
is all gonna be an open book. It's gonna be free game for everyone who's entering a relationship to know the ups and downs, because we fucked up a lot. I mean, damn, we're still fucking up to this day, all the time. And shit, I don't know. It's been a long journey.
Yeah, it has been.
It's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of cries, a lot of tears.
Lots of tears.
But honestly, it's been a lot of progress.
It has extreme amount of progress. It's very quick. I think we're both very smart and caring people, caring individuals. So whatever problem we have a great way of communication, and I think that's what helps our relationship thrive. It's just communicating with one another and expressing